Alright, we're gonna do some Shimakaze operations. This is full concealment build with ledge mod. I'm running the 12s. With operations, you can run the 8s if you'd like, but I prefer the extra range on the 12s with slightly higher damage. Uh, the only thing I would change for ops specifically is I'd probably remove radio location. You could do perhaps adrenaline plus grease the gear, or adrenaline plus consumable specialist. You could do survivability expert if you really want, but I mean, stealth torpedoes and ops should never be seen. You don't need superintendent. Maybe dazzle. The extra 8% ship speed while you're spotted is actually freaking useful. So you could trade radio for dazzle. But with the new bonuses, I do think radio is still useful to have. But that's the build. Let's see what we get. Looks like we're late enough into the evening where people are starting to slow down. Which is fine. Probably the last one for me. Raptor. Okay. This one's a little tough. This one's like really easy for cruisers if they sit with Raptor. Stealth torpedoes. This one's not the easiest, really. Oh, it's not that it's not difficult. It's easy, but it's easy to not get a lot of damage. It's easy to not do a lot. It's difficult to actually do a lot. We're gonna go kind of like this. We're gonna plan for early carrier with double destroyer over there. Actually, we're gonna have to see what kind of secondary bonuses we get. Because if it's like killing one of the cruisers or destroyers, like the gosh, I got a Hindenburg game where there's a destroyer over here, just randomly hanging about. Okay, so we got surveillance stations. I will go ahead and path for that C4, just to kill and capture. So capturing will provide them a will make them to a point where they'll spot for your team rather than spotting for the enemy. That's why it's kind of ideal to actually get them or cap the points, not just kill them but get them. Yeah, with Jaeger and Marceau here, there's no real point, and I mean, there's no way I have the torpedo reloaded up in time. If I was running the 8s, I could, because the 8 kilometers are already in 88 seconds with ledge mod. So that is a potential argument to be made. But this is like one map out of the 6 rotations that you get for that are kind of rough for stealth torpedoes, unless you have really fast reloads like Jaeger, for example. You could go down this way, but my issue with going down this way is if you do, the carrier will absolutely aggro the heck out of you. This right here is also the other benefit of radio, is you can actually tell where the second wave is quickly. We're going to go up north and actually torpedo the Yoshi. Since Jaeger's already uses torpedoes on the Heisen, we're going to go up here and use the torpedoes on the Yoshino. And then hope we can squeeze through here before the Ozma reaches. There's the Clausewitz. Station's down, so we're not going to be spotted by it. That's good. This is risky. What I'm doing here, because the Ozma is right about like, yeah, okay, there it is. I am making a risky play. To be fair, I am. There's the Yoshi. It's going to maneuver. We're going to go like this, a little bit behind. Now, see there, it's maneuvering. And then, so it maneuvers right before the edge of this island, and then it speeds up again, and then it starts to maneuver right after reaching here. We're going to keep going. We're going to full send this into this cap and squeeze in through here. Yoshi is speeding up again. We don't have... Yeah. I'm gonna let him know the torpedoes are already there. Like, there's no need to shoot the Yoshino, because Yoshino's already dead. They should just be focusing the Ozma and Clausewitz. That's one thing I do wish people would pay attention to more, is if you see Torps in the water that's already heading towards the target, change targets. Because, it's pretty pointless putting out a whole bunch of damage on a ship that's effectively already dead. And if you are the one doing the damage, then you're making your DD completely worthless. Like, you're just ruining your destroyer's ability to do anything. Like, let your DD put in some work while you focus your damage somewhere else. What are you doing, Clausewitz? Everyone's pushing out that way. That's interesting. I really don't want to shoot, but he's going to speed up. Yeah. I kind of have to. Oh, okay. Suppress or capture, destroy the torpedo boat port. Okay. Gotcha. There is a port that must be killed. Understood. We're ignoring that motorboat. We're ignoring it. We're ignoring it for now. We want to kill the port first, because I'm guessing it's going to spawn motorboats. Okay, good job. And then we just turn the ship, turn the guns. I swear. I really wish they would keep these, like, make these motorboats, not bounce around so much. It is quite the issue. So that's tracking the carrier. So we're going to try to go on an intercept path. We do have to be mindful, though, because the DDs, they will, with it being Shimakaze and Hayate, both of them, like, either one will gun us down. So we have to be mindful of that. There isn't one up here, which means it's the Shimakaze there, and then the Hayate down here. This is the Shinano. So Shinano's over here, and then Shimakaze, and then the Hayate, I believe, is down here, coming out this way. Oh, actually, no. 1, 2, 3. This is the Hayate, which means we need to turn away before we're spotted. Sure enough. Okay. We're gonna send one. We're not gonna open fire though. He would kill us. He absolutely kills us. I kind of want him to get away from me though. I want to know where the Shinano is. I've got to figure out if the Shinano is turning around here or if it's continuing up this way. And I think it is turning around down there. We're going to trust that the Torps hit. They do. The Shimakaze's down here. It seems like the Shinano's already is turning around in here or here, and thus Shimakaze is closer. I'm gonna try to find that Shinano. That Ozma needs to be dealt with. No one's actually going after the carrier. We have battleships down here too. Okay. Okay, well, it's good that we're going down here. This is fine. The Shinano is here. Brother, you are so far behind, buddy. He's not going full speed. So he's going half speed until he's spotted, and then he starts to speed up. Hence why we are torping ahead. You can see he's starting to speed up right now. Don't do it. Okay, thank you. They need to be killing the Shimakaze because of the torps. 4 hits. I blind torped. Oh, nope. We need our engine. We need our engine. Oh, jeez. Please hit. Let's go. Okay, good. Now we just gotta deal with these planes. We're gonna go over here and take this cap. We need our guns this way to make sure we can shoot the port when it comes up. Please, please, AA. Yoshi torps? Yeah, looks like Yoshino torps. AA, please do something. Thank you. Alright. We have our torps up back soon. Our torps back soon. This is good. We don't have smoke, though. So I'm gonna have to destroy this the moment it comes up, and then hope they don't nuke me. They're probably not looking my direction. They're probably looking at the Marceau, or the Adatara. Okay. Nice, surveillance station. Thank you. Marceau putting in work there.
This is Raptor.
There's that. There's that. Good stuff. Alright. Bremen should be dealing with that Ozma right there. Bremen, what are you talking about? So what, buddy? Alright, so we have 7 teammates alive so far. Does the Adatara die? He's on fire. Looks like a double fire. Or a flood? Double flood? That's one fire at least. He has his DCP ready. He has his DCP. No. Okay. He lives amazingly so. So, with the ships that we have alive, if there are 7 or 6 allied ships alive, there is a spawn here and here. Right? If there's 5, then 1 will spawn at a time. If 6 or 7, they both spawn at the same time. If 4 or less ships are alive, neither of them spawn. We're gonna widespread just so we can actually get on target faster. Looks like Bremen knows what to do. I don't know though. He was very much ignoring that Ozma for the longest time, which is really weird. Looks like the team knows what to do. Unless these two are just going back over here. It is nice to see people knowing, like, what actually happens on these maps. As you can see, like, because of how randomly placed these ships are, stealth torpedoes don't really do well specifically. Jaeger's kind of an exception because you just shit out torps all the time. But we do have 5 kills. Most of those are on DDs. Or that one Yoshi over here. Or the Shinano. Damage, not great. Just because, again, it's hard to be... It's hard to be well-positioned to get damage with all this stuff, with how widely spread out all this is. The benefit of the ships of the gunboats is just you can just shoot anywhere, right? But stealth torping DDs, you have to be well-positioned to get your damage. And this map just doesn't lend itself well to that. We're going to aim in front and then drag backwards because it's going to spawn in. It's going to spawn in moving forward, so we're going to aim ahead and aim backwards. Just like that right there. It looks like those probably would have missed. Zhao would have been ahead of him. But he at least tried. This map really isn't great for stealth torping DDs. Maps like Ultimate Frontier, you can make them work. Cherry Blossom, you can make them work. Hermes is really good for stealth torping DDs if you know how to cheese the third battleship, the third wave, which is the 4 battleships. If you know how to cheese that, stealth torping DDs are really good for that. Raptor Rescue's not great. Defensive Naval Station Newport can be, as long as you position well and abuse island cover. Aegis is also really good for stealth torping DDs. It's kind of a toss-up. Like, half the ships are decent, half of them aren't. Which is fine. I do hope they add, since we lost Killer Whale and Arai from Tier 9 up, I would like to see 2 additional maps added for Tier 9 to Tier 11. It would be also cool if they could actually allow us to, at least internally, achieve the ribbons for the Special Commander procs. Like Yamamoto, for example. The Kraken. Because in order to get that reload buff, you have to get a Kraken, but you can't get... That's a ribbon. But that ribbon is not available in operations. It would be cool to see them allow them to occur in operations internally without applying it to your profile. I mean, Bremen doing Bremen things. That's just kind of standard. I'm honestly surprised I'm second. I mean, there isn't a lot of damage. Like, when everyone's being aggressive to be fair, everyone going ahead of Raptor, that's good, right? The whole point, like, the best way to protect Raptor is by getting ahead of it and killing the enemy before the enemy reaches Raptor. So, everyone pushing ahead, fantastic. I'm just surprised that I'm second in the team. It's a little interesting, I will say. Anyways, that is... Oh, sorry. That is Raptor Rescue with Stealth Torping DD. Honestly, probably one of the better setups because we had the battleships down south, but no, I wasn't there for any of that, which is fine. But y'all enjoy. God bless.